Morning and welcome. Welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS with your host, Bob Pace. I hope you had a really great Thanksgiving yesterday. Um, I spent it with you guys yesterday, both times. You were my Thanksgiving. Uh, and excuse me. And I'm glad that you found my Facebook here. And welcome to all the people that are just coming in. This is a live stream that I do twice a day, 7 days a week. That's 14 live streams. I've been doing this for over 2 years. I started in October of 23, and day after day, week after week, and year after year, I come back twice a day to help you all with your what I call the child protection system. It's a government entity that was started in 62 by an act of Congress that told social service they needed to form a group of social workers to protect their children from neglect and abuse and do what's called family reunification. The only problem being with the family reunification is that lately they've not been doing that. And that may partly help, that may be partly due to the incentive that for every child adopted in foster care that gets a bonus to the CPS, the Child Protection System entity, a $35,000 bonus per child. And that's tough. That's really tough because it takes away the importance of a family. Now, the biological parents, the mother and the father, studies have proven that they are the best parents to raise our children. And if they have a minor hiccup or there's a behavior that needs to change, there are parenting classes and programs that they can take and they can get better back on track. Now, there's some housekeeping things I'm going to tell you. One is how to text me a message, the format. Please see the banner on the screen and follow it. That's the way that we would like to get a text message from you. And so read that and correspond to that. So that's how to do a text message. Now, people are going to come in and out. I have regulars that I call family that come here all the time. Someone just called me this morning, and I have no idea. Let me see. They hung up because I answered the phone, so I have to find out. Um, the second housekeeping thing I have is if you want to be a guest on my live stream, I put another banner up there with my email and the items you need to submit with your request to be on my live stream. I can take up 9 of you as my guest. With me makes 10. So please email me with the information I request, and I will forward this on to my show producer, who will put you on with give you a link that you copy and paste into your browser, and you can join me on the live stream. And I'm on 7 days a week at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. on the weekends. I'm on every night of the week at 7 p.m. Those times are in Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the west coast of California, south of Los Angeles, a place called Surf City, USA, 3 blocks from the ocean. And I would love for you to be a guest. I'd love for you to be a guest. Hello, Andrea Fakis. Phase I probably pronounce it Phase Okay. What kind of lawyer can I hire to sue the caseworker for lying? Well, any lawyer that has a civil rights background can help file it. It's usually a good lawyer with a CPS background. Yes, I remember you said that everyone has charges for assaulting people with the right. Your CPS case has got to be over before you do a lawsuit against CPS. Your CPS case has got to be over. Now, I'm going to put my phone number up because we just talked about how to be a guest. And that way you can call me at 626-60990. And I'd gladly take your call. I'm going to see if the person that called in still wants to talk. I think the call was there was a call on Wednesday, Tuesday, no, Monday, last Tuesday. Okay. That's weird. The caller. It was somebody from Hawaii that called. Okay. Yeah. North Hawaii. All right. I hate those calls that come with a different number and they're spam. They're spam things there. So okay. I guess that was a spam phone call. I get a lot of those too. And I already got an emoji, and that is from Andrea. Nada, I don't know where you're from, Andre, but glad to hear from you, Andre. Thanks for the thumbs up. That's the emoji you guys can do there. Now, Andrea. Oh, we got two Andreas here. Oh yeah, we got Andrea Fascus, and we have Andrea Mama Manana. Okay. My daughter is supposed to go to her bio father in December. She'll not return home with me. Do I have to have her in custody in order to sue the caseworker? No. Is your case closed? Is your case closed? And what were you charged with? What were you charged with? And why can't your daughter be with you or have joint custody? Now, there's another number on my screen I need to talk about. That's the law offices of Vincent W. Davis. Now, he's my attorney, and he has 40 years fighting CPS and has got back thousands of kids. He's also a trial attorney, meaning he can do criminal cases. And sometimes you'll find yourself not only with CPS cases, but criminal cases that are parallel to the same accusations. He can handle those. He can handle the CPS cases. He's well trained and licensed and educated in family law, juvenile law, and dependency law, which are the three areas of law that CPS works out of. They said I molested her. Okay, were you found guilty of molesting her? Have you had your trial? Well, I'm totally confused here because how can the father get the child unless charges have been brought and you've gone to your detention hearing? What hearing have you gone to, or where you at on your CPS case? I can try to help you, Andrea, but you need to give me more information. It might be best for you to call me. It might be best for you to call me. I have my number up, but somehow it disappeared. There it is. You can call me at that number, Andrea. I love to hear from you. Now, as I was talking about my attorney, his name is Vincent W. Davis. Good morning, Aaron, and God bless you. It's nice to see you. Yes, good afternoon. Well, we have everybody across the country. We have Montana, we have Pennsylvania, New York, and Georgia, and California, and Hawaii. We got Illinois, we got Oklahoma. Boy, what do we have? Arkansas, North Carolina. Uh, these are people from these states that call in regularly. New York, I think I said that too. Uh, I think I've heard from New Hampshire. I've heard from every state, um, but not as much as for certain other states. We've heard from Alaska. I have a father up there in Alaska who is trying to get his children back. His wife died, and he lives in a tent until he gets his kids back. It's it's so sad what parents will do to get their kids back. They go through a lot of things. I have Faye that used to have to be forced to stand on rocks, sharp rocks, as a foster child. She was abused in foster care. I could go on, but I really don't want to. But she has a son that she's trying to take care of. And there is Lisa Bartley. Good morning, Lisa from Montana. We have Aaron from Tennessee and Lisa Bartley from Montana. That's great. I don't know where Andrea is from. She hasn't told me where she's from. I think she hasn't. Let's see here. She just said hi and she wanted to know about a lawyer and that she has charges for assaulting people with a rifle. And Andrea, are those criminal charges? Have you accused of assaulting other people? I have bits and pieces about your case, but it's really hard for me. It says that you molested your daughter. I can see that's why the separation is. But then you say there's no official charges. I've been indicated by CPS. I don't know. Either you're guilty or not guilty. And CPS is very simple. When you're accused of somebody reported by a layperson or a professional person, CPS says you're guilty until you're proven innocent. So if they accuse you of using a gun to shoot people, then you're guilty. And you're guilty. And I don't know if you're accused of shooting your own children or the neighborhood, or you're not very clear. You're not very, very, very clear. Um, okay, now we all say good morning. Does anybody have specific questions to ask? Andrea has asked me about an attorney that can do a civil lawsuit, and I told her that you should get a CPS attorney who can do civil lawsuits like Vincent Davis. And ooh, boy. What other questions do you have for me? It works best with me if you have questions. Or if you want to make a comment about something, that would be great too. Um, I love for someone to call in. My number's up. Now, I have been talking about Vincent Davis, my attorney. And as I told you, he has 40 years of fighting CPS, has got back thousands of children. He's three attorneys in one. He's a criminal attorney. I mean, he's a trial attorney, can handle criminal charges. And then he is a dependency law, family law, and juvenile law attorney for CPS. And he also is a civil rights attorney that can file a lawsuit against CPS for violation of your constitutional or your civil rights. And this being a Thanksgiving weekend, probably most people don't have things going. I think the courts are closed on Friday too. I think the courts are closed on Friday too. Now, um, as I was saying, the number I was giving for Vincent Davis and what he could do, you call in, you'll reach reception. That's the office. And please tell them that Bob Pace sent you. And then you get asked to talk to Mr. Davis. Now, if you want to hire him, typically his retainer for LA County in California, anywhere in LA County, is $5,000. And he's $500 an hour. But those are approximate fees. Problem being is that it all depends on the length, how long your court case been going on, and then how complex is it will determine his final fees. But that is a range that you can use on. Now, I know that's hard to come up with. That's one of the hardest things that I was faced at too, because I lost my job through no fault of my own, and I wanted to get an attorney, but I I didn't have money for the attorney, and that's a lot of things we forget about. We talk about getting life insurance, car insurance, pet insurance, medical insurance. We get appliance insurance for your household appliances. We get car repair insurance. Not only car insurance, but car repair. But we should look into is legal insurance. It's available out there. You just got to shop around. One policy I've found is $365 a year, and you pay it on a monthly policy there, like $1 a day, and that would cover a retainer. For instance, if you had a DUI case or you have a CPS case, it would cover you, and then you could fight them. One of the biggest problems that people have is not having an attorney and have to use what's called a court-appointed attorney, which doesn't really fight. They're lazy. They're schooled only in criminal law, and they really won't fight for case because they have a client. They have over 30 clients or more that they have to defend, so they don't have time to work like a real attorney does. They don't have time to work like a real attorney does. Now, when you call the office and you want to speak to Vincent Davis, also mention to him that I sent you. Tell Mr. Davis that I had sent you. It helps goes with your case a lot better because then Vince knows as I've talked to you. And so tell him that. Also, he knows that I'm trying to actively get people to him to work for. So anyway, I'm glad you found me on these rooms, these Facebook rooms. Aaron started a room for the room people. I think it's called Fight CPS with um, uh, Bob Pace's regulars. Um, okay. Uh, so that's the room we've started. It's on Facebook. Fight CPS. Um, Aaron, you might want to put it on there again for people to join. I need to join it. Um, I need to find my Facebook page. I have a Facebook page too, and it's hard for me to find it. Okay. Huh. That's interesting where it says show me alive. Huh. Wow. Huh. Let me see here. Home. No, that's the wrong one. I get totally confused. Um, it's hard sometimes to start things off when people aren't in a talkative mood. I guess everybody had too much turkey yesterday. Um, I did have a Thanksgiving meal last night. Fortunately, the football team that I follow, their brotherhood, treated me to already cook Thanksgiving meal. All I had to do was put it on plates and reheat it again. It was like it was so cool. We didn't have family, just me and my wife, which now is something we're trying to get used to because the boys have moved out. And we're going to see them again on Saturday. We're going to try to have Thanksgiving on Saturday with some of the family. We're going to try to have 8 people. And we have another turkey meal too. So I'm very blessed to have 2 turkey meals this Thanksgiving. And I got to thank the football team that I follow, the high school football team I followed for 11 years. During that tenure, they've won 4 national championships, and they've only lost 6 games in all those years, 11 years. If you think about it, it's really something, you know. Anyway, um, I'm here to help answer all your concerns and questions. Now, I am a family man. I have 43 years of marriage experience, and I have had uh, 61 years of working. Lots of life skills that I have. Lots of life skills that I have. And I can help you. Um, Andrea, you're back again. I'm having a hard time charging my phone. I'm going to get a new phone. I'll call in tonight. It's okay, Andrea. I know about experiences. It seems so hard that the wiring in phones get so bad because they get twisted and turned so much. They get twisted and turned. And that's very frustrating. I know that's very frustrating. I know that's very frustrating. Um, I was looking at some notes here. Good morning, Christina Reynoso. It's such a pleasure seeing you. You're very sweet, and I appreciate all the support you've given me and what you've done with the synopsis by all these people. Christina Reynosa has worked very hard on helping people that have really bad cases with CPS. She's taken their information and put it into synopsis that they can use to pursue a lawsuit against CPS. That's what she's really good at doing. She has her own CPS matters and issues, but she's from Las Vegas, Nevada, and is in this room and part of the family, along with Lisa Bartley from Montana, Aaron from Tennessee, and we have Andrea, who said they'll call tonight, but I still don't know where you're from, Andrea. Can you tell us where you're from, Andrea? Um, anyway, she started off this morning, and I have no idea where she's from. So, but she sounds like she has a complicated case. So, if you could identify where you're from, Andrea, that'd be great. Now, my number's up, which means people could call in. I don't bite. I'm very easy to talk to, and I'd love to have you ask me questions or ask me what to do. I have 5 rules I've developed that'll help you stay away from CPS. See, that's the bad thing. You gotta be careful about CPS. You gotta be careful about CPS. You really do. Uh, how did it go, Christina, when you reached out to KK Richardson? KK Richardson is a lady that's going through a lot in Brooklyn, New York. She has a show like mine, a live stream on Monday, and um, she has really been really going through a very lot time with that. But what did she have to say, Christina? KK Rich is one of the family, and it's really hard. We all are going through the pain and the suffering of what's happening. Now I think my eye looks a little bit better. Um, right after the show, I'm going to call the eye doctor because he was gone on Wednesday, but he told me to go to the ER. I show up at the ER, but they didn't have a not optometrist. What's the other one called? Ophthalmologist. I didn't have one of those there on call, so I wasn't going to pay the $125 deductible I had to pay on to use emergency. And if you go to urgent care, it's the same thing, but it's not that. They only charge $20 for urgent care deductible, which I did not really know because my insurance never used to be a deductible, but now there is. And this is a good time of year to renew your insurance. You have to by December 7th. So you're all out there, medical insurance, you shop around and get the right kind. Get the right kind. Um, I'm very blessed to have the one I have. It does cost me a fortune. I pay $185 a month for it, 12 months out of the year. So it's a couple $1,000. But I hear from other people, like I got my wife insurance, it's different than mine because she's not old enough to get the insurance that I get. When you get to be my age, you get some more benefits than you do. She's 15 years younger than me, 15 years younger than me. And so I pay a premium of her monthly premium instead of being 185 is $3.21 for my son and for her. Now, um, the deductibles are there is $20 to see a doctor or a specialist, $9 for your blood work, $9 for X-rays, $20 to go to urgent care, and I think it's $150 for the deductible at the ER. Now my insurance is pretty good because for $150 is what my urgent care is. If I'm brought in by an ambulance or an air helicopter, either one of those, it's only $150 deductible. So that's a pretty good thing because anywhere that I'm injured, I can be go by helicopter and it's covered. It really is covered. And so I feel pretty good about my insurance, but I need to understand it more. Like anything else, we all get insurance. Legal insurance is another thing I need to get because if I'd known I had legal insurance, I would have right away hired a real attorney, and that would have been Mr. Davis, and I would never have lost my children. I would have told them what I know now is that if I'm being approached by the police or a social worker, like I don't answer the door, but what they did is that the social workers got so frustrated because I was never at home or answered the door. I was seeing them on a weekly basis for 5 years, but I got tired of it, so I would never answer the door. Um, and That's a mistake. A big major mistake most people do is they answer the door, and you got to deal with them. Now, if you encounter them outside, you could say, "Well, I need if this is." You have to ask them, "Is this a legal matter?" If the answer is yes, you have a right to have an attorney present at all facets of this investigation. So if I encounter them like I did the last time, I should have told them I need to get my attorney, and I would have called up Vincent Davis, and he would have met me at my home, or whether they allow him in or something, or he would have written a letter or put a stop to it. The problem being is that the number one problem you all have fighting CPS is not having a proper attorney and not knowing what CPS can do. You see, it's like I compare it to open heart surgery. If you're going to get open heart surgery, you're not going to have a car mechanic work on your heart. You're not going to have um, a park ranger work on your heart or an ocean lifeguard. You're going to get somebody that's trained. And the same thing goes true when you're fighting CPS. You need that qualified attorney, someone who's trained in juvenile law, family law, and dependents law. The nice thing about Vincent Davis, the big plus, he's a criminal attorney. He can do trials, jury trials. So he can do that. Plus, he's a civil rights. He can do lawsuits, civil rights or constitutional rights are violated. The social workers will lie. And Vincent did catch my social worker lying. She was so adamant because he was building her up. And what it involved is that my daughter was trying to be adopted by my wife's sister and husband. Now, they're part of the problem that we had, but they were trying to do so. So Vincent in court started asking what kind of parents are my wife's sister and husband. And the social worker was bragging how great of parents they are and stuff. Then he brought up, have they ever been involved in domestic violence? And she said, no, 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 no. Then, in his professionalism, he takes out stacks of papers. And what these stacks of papers represented were police reports of investigation of domestic violence with their wife's sister and husband. And they're extreme domestic violence. They're not just arguing, they're hitting each other. You see, domestic violence is more than just hitting somebody or hurting them, it's also abuse, verbal abuse. And so it is really, it's really hard. It really is really hard. So I know that You want legal insurance? Well, I found by looking up in the internet several carriers. One is Allstate. You can actually call Allstate and say you want legal insurance. Now, it's more than just like Zoom, like legal Zoom, or it's not about a will or about a simple thing matter. It's the real thing. Alicia? Um, yes, that I can help you out with, Christina. Let me go on the internet again. Um, Now, the first thing that pops up is legal shield protection at $29.95. Speak with an experienced lawyer in a matter of hours at affordable cost. Save time. Um, view personal legal um, plans. Okay, they have plans. Huh. Let's see what they'll cover. They have monthly and annual. You'll save 10% with an annual plan. Let's see if they have. It says robust coverage for you, your spouse, and eligible child dependent are $60 a month. Speak with a lawyer, unlimited number of hours of personal legal issues, or most robust suite of legal service. There's the advanced one, that's $40 a month. There's the basic one that is $30 a month that covers you and your spouse. It just says speak with a lawyer. I don't know when they say speak with a lawyer what it means. Yeah, this is what I thought. Legal insurance is not what you want. It says prepare your will, create your power of attorney, represent you on traffic tickets, defense for civil trials, advice on consumer dispute. Now, if you want, covers additional service, members perk, 24/7 emergency access, 15% discount on additional services. Document review up to 15 pages, on-ride notarization, one per year, e-signature unlimited. So it talks about the documents, will permission, IRS audit assistance. Now, they do have family. Let's see what they talk about family. Uncontested adoption and uncontested name change, living will, physician directive, basic things, marriage, prenuptial, postnuptial preparation, uncontested divorce, uncontested separation, home, residential loan document, tenant lease assistance, property damage collection, traffic, driver's license assistance, traffic ticket, 3 tickets per a year for the most expensive one, I guess. Criminal defense for death related traffic accidents. They do that with the premium. Premium does that one. Now, here's the legal part. Let's see what it says on legal. Advice and consultation, legal research, durable power of attorney, simplified probate, 1 hour of pretrial help, 100 hours of trial time during the first membership year. Earn additional hours each year, max out of 5 hours of pretrial help, 300 hours of try after 3 years. You get 25% discounted legal services. Members perk. And so it connects it to a law firm, but it does not, it'll give you a discount of 25%. So that does help. It's a small thing premium, but I know that Allstate, besides Legal Shield, let me see if I can find it here. Good morning, Christina. I'm trying to help you. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't realize. Yeah, I'm over my time. Thank you, Christina. Uh, I was trying to help you out. I'm sorry, but there is legal insurance. So, yeah, thank you, Christina, for helping me out. I want to thank you guys very, very much. I do have to go because I'm supposed to be on for only an hour, and I've talked already an hour and 8 minutes, and it's 11:15. So they'll boot me off if I don't get off. So I want to thank Christina Reynosa for being in my room from Nevada. I'm here from Kokoki, Illinois. Yes, I remember you, Andrea. And thank you, and Lisa Barkley from Montana, and Aaron from Tennessee. Thank you all. And Andrea, I have no idea where you're from, but I do like to help you. And you said you called me tonight. Now I'll be on at 7 o'clock tonight, Pacific Standard Time. God bless you all. Thank you for listening. And I want you all to have a beautiful, beautiful day. And remember, I'm here twice a day and I want to help you. So don't think about giving up on your children. Don't think about giving up to talk to me first. All right. So I'm going to take my phone number down. I'm going to put the Department of Doge on, and then I'm going to start the video. Please watch the video. I'll see you tonight, Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. God bless you, and I'll have a beautiful day.
vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left. Put your faith in